Would you want to live forever? Hey, welcome back. Kevin here. So are you tired of journaling by yourself, or you're tired of not sticking to journaling? Well, welcome to my Freestyle Fire Journal, where I actually journal with you every single day. I actually read a prompt from this book, One Question a Day. Pick up your copy at refugeehustle.com/journal, so you can actually journal with me as well. By the way, journaling doesn't have to be boring. You don't have to write Dear Diary. You don't need to write a whole essay. You know, sometimes 1 or 2 lines is best. You can post down in the comments and journal with me. You might be asking, hey, why did I name this Freestyle Fire Journal? And trust me, I'm still trying to remember the name as well. Basically what I do on this series is I just read a question prompt and just shoot straight from the dome. So I just freestyle everything, no planned agenda or anything like that, and just show you how I journal as well. Also, shameless plug, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and like I said, comment below with your journal entries as well, and let's keep this as a continuing thing as well. And this is day 3 for me, so it's been working pretty well in keeping me consistent, it's keeping me accountable. So I'm loving this series so far. Now, today is July 30th. It's actually nighttime. I usually journal during the first thing in the morning, but didn't have time. And the question prompt is, would you want to live forever? Which honestly is a great freaking question, because, you know, I feel there's a few thoughts I have. On one hand, you know, living forever and then aging, like having your body break down and not being able to move and not staying limber and just getting older, that is not a great life. I mean, I can just imagine one day I'm going to just be like a freaking rock and just be like paralyzed for the rest of life. So that's not what I want. An ideal situation would be to live forever young, right? Jay-Z and whatnot. But even in that case, I feel like if I was in that case of living forever young, I would actually not get jack shit done. Because think about it, every single day, like that really, really hard project that you want to move forward with, you just be like, oh, there's always tomorrow. I don't need to get started today. And it just gets so easy to push things off. And it just kind of takes away that urgency, because I guess what's the important part about getting things done? If you have tomorrow guaranteed to you every single day, then those goals that you have that making an impact on the world really does not seem important, because you can just put it off. Now, here's the thing, even though I probably won't want to say this on my deathbed, one of the things that I've been really blessed with, or one of the things that has been the biggest motivators in my life, has actually been the thought of death. And let me talk to you more about that. You know, as for those that are watching my channel, about 2 years, I used to be a pharmacist, and about 2 years ago, my dad actually passed away. And prior to that, I always thought about leaving my job. So I was just looking at different digital marketing opportunities, things like copywriting, things like building info courses. And I was studying all the time, but I really had no urgency to jump in the deep end, start getting paying clients or anything like that. But it was only after talking to my dad on his deathbed where I just realized life is so short. And I know that sounds so freaking corny. I hate corny sayings, but nothing is further from the truth, because it was rare, because you know, at the time I didn't know it would be my last conversation with my father or anything like that. But one of the things, and I encourage you guys, if you ever have the opportunity to talk to your parents before they go in for major surgery and stuff, one of the questions I asked was like, just in case, you're probably going to be fine, Dad, but just in case you don't make it out of a surgery, what are some things that you wish you'd done differently, I guess? Or what are some things that you wish you would tell your grandchildren as well? And, you know, when I asked my dad that question, I just saw so much regret in his eyes, where he feels like he could do everything over again. Like, he was like, man, I wish I kind of took care of my body a little bit better. I wish, you know, this was on a vacation that we went on, but he's always like, I wish I had a second chance of building a relationship with you. And one of the other things was that he wished he worked a lot harder. And this is a very cliche thing, because most people on their deathbed, like they like my dad, I think my dad wished he hit that millionaire goal. It was always really important to him. I don't know why it was always really important to him for him to hit that goal, but it was really important, and he was just shy away from like, not by too much, but he was just shy away, and it was unfortunate what happened, like that he was so close. But back to what I want to live forever, you know, I think about all the setbacks and all the growth that I've had just like dealing with my mortality. For example, like if I get injured in jiu-jitsu, it forced me to think about I need to train a lot smarter. I actually really need to invest time into yoga and mobility work, and not just rush everything and get injured, you know. Also, thinking of it just adds this natural urgency for me to get stuff done and not just sit on my ass all the time. I'm not sure if you ever had this, but you know, and also it taught me to be a lot more grateful in life. Like, for example, today, one of the things that I did, just because my life has been going so quickly, and because I'm having like a family issue right now, like a family health issue, I was just like, I just need to get out of the house. And you know, I went to like the Amazon bookstore, looked at books. I bought almost 100 bucks worth of books. Here's all the books right here, by the way. Then I went to Shake Shack and just got a Shack Stack. Obviously, I'm keto, so no bun or anything like that. I got that, and I went to Whole Foods, picked up a keto cereal as well. And then I went to the gym and just like sat down and just like watched the sun go down. And I think like when you don't have that urgency, or when you don't stop and take the time to appreciate the fact that life is finite, what makes life so valuable is like nothing will ever be the same. This exact moment that you're watching this video, it will never be the same again. And it means the same with our relationships and all that. And if we can take a look at those fleeting moments as an advantage rather than a disadvantage, I think we're off in a better place. And of course, no one wants to get old and disabled. I mean, with being older, the perks about that is that you just develop so much wisdom. And I find myself like, when I look at my older videos or older self, I'm just like, wow, I was so ratchet back then. And I was so there's a bit of me that was just so naive. But you know, as I get older, it just makes me appreciate like every single relationship in my life, whether it's with my mom or just like friends or just kicking it. Like, I don't need to do extravagant shit all the time to just appreciate life. And I think once you slip out of your 20s and you see your friends get married and have them pop out kids, I mean, you're cool with just like going on a walk. You don't need to go clubbing every single weekend. Even though I do like clubbing, it's fun, but we don't need to do ratchet shit all day. You can just appreciate the smaller things in life, and that's what not living forever, our current situation, is like. Now, of course, I always want to take care of my body and not go down the route of neglecting it where my body's going to break down. But there's also a urgency to take care of your body, to give yourself space, to not go fucking crazy. So those are my thoughts. I would love to kind of hear yours. So if you want to journal alongside me, just write down in the comments what shit, I forgot the question. Would you want to live forever? Let me know in the comments, and leave some unique answers. Support each other, like each other. No trash talking, guys. And I'll see you guys tomorrow on Freestyle Fire Journal as well. All right, join the movement, guys. Peace, and make sure to subscribe.